What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Universal Teas. It's the People's Podcast with your girl Toya, and this episode is called Don't Talk to You Like That. We gotta be gentle with ourselves. That's how I am coming out the gate with this, okay? And before I get into it, y'all, I know it's Wednesday, not Tuesday. I'm a day late and $1 short, but we still gonna get this money, okay? Anyway, back to what I was saying. Be gentle with yourselves. This just came to me because I had to do this for myself. And y'all know I usually record on Tuesdays, and it is Wednesday when I'm dropping this episode. But so let me tell y'all why I didn't drop yesterday. I wanted to tell myself so bad, like, you're full of excuses. It's an excuse and you can do it. You make time for what you want. I got home yesterday from one of 3 jobs that I've decided to take on. And my body said, you're done. I sat on the couch and my body said, all you got in you is a shower and to get in your bed. And my mind was like, but the podcast, but this task, but that task, but you need to do laundry, but you need to do this, but you need to read your books, but you need to, baby. And the narrative that I kept giving myself was like, you're lazy, you're not committed to anything, this, that, and the other, until I really got to the point where I had to tell myself, like, don't talk to you like that, because negative self-talk becomes a habit, and it's a habit that I've fallen into often, and it's something that I'm taking myself out of. And so when I say don't talk to you like that, don't talk to you in a way in which you wouldn't want somebody to talk to your child. You as a child wouldn't want to hear that you're lazy, that you're stupid, that you can't commit to anything, that you don't do anything well. Give yourself grace, y'all. Like, this human experience, what I'm learning, and I didn't realize and accept and understand, but this human experience is real ghetto for a lot of us right now. Life is difficult. Society is in shambles. The world is divided. Like, people are cruel and mean, and everybody always got something to argue and defend, and everybody want to have their voice heard and be seen, and there's this constant battle with what's right and what's not, what's moral and what's immoral. And in all of that, you get lost because you feel like you have to be standing up for something, you have to be doing something, you have to be productive, or you're lazy. Like, baby, sit down. Sit down. And I want us to understand that, and I say this all the time, that peace and productivity can coexist. You can do everything, but you cannot do everything at once. Understand that and be okay with that. Be okay with sitting down and not doing everything, and understand that some things may have to wait until tomorrow. And I know a lot of us like to live in the quote, why leave for tomorrow what you can do today? But if I know I can give it more energy and more mental space tomorrow, then baby, that's when I'm going to do it. Okay. And we sometimes confuse gentle self-talk. Well, no. I was about to say the wrong thing, child. I'm still halfway tired. We sometimes, because baby, I tell my business, because I know y'all just don't do this. Y'all don't talk bad to yourselves. But I sometimes try to mask my negative self-talk with saying I'm just holding myself accountable, when I'm really tearing myself down and nitpicking with every little thing and picking myself apart. But I try to say, like, no, I'm just being accountable for the things that I did wrong, or the things that I said wrong, or the fact that I'm lazy, or the fact that I'm this, or the fact that I'm that, and being hard on yourself. You know, taking the blame for everything and taking accountability are different. Don't blame yourself for everything that happens, but take accountability for the things that you do. And taking accountability does not always have to be for negative things. You can take the accountability for the great things that you do. A lot of us who speak harshly to ourselves probably also struggle with receiving compliments, receiving awards, receiving accolades and recognition. Be accountable for those things as well. You might feel like somewhere in your mind, and maybe, like I said, it's just me, that you're a stand-up person or you're an honorable person if you take accountability and you own up to all the negative things that you do and you put those in the forefront. Like, stop leading with your mistakes. If you hold on to them, you won't be able to receive anything else. But stop introducing yourself with where you messed up in the past. Your mistakes aren't meant to be carried with you through every season of life. They're meant to be addressed in the season in which it makes sense and then released. Yeah, you can take ownership of it. You can acknowledge it, but you have permission to no longer live in it. Okay. And I want to go back to when I said this human experience is difficult. Also, I think it's easy to give grace when we realize that, yes, this human experience is difficult. A lot of us don't know what the hell we're doing or what we want to do. And guess what, y'all? Here's the pro tip. None of us signed up for this. None of us signed up for the human experience. Because I guarantee you, if I had a choice, I probably would have signed up for the plant or the ocean experience. Okay. The human experience, not so much. It was just two people in the 90s being nasty, and then here I am. Or whatever year you was born, it was just two people that decided to be grown, and here you are. We didn't choose this experience. It's just up to us to make the best of it and to understand that we have very little control over the nature of what happens in the world and in our lives. And so I want you to understand that you need to stop talking to yourself like that. What they said in that church song, speak over yourself, encourage yourself. Make that your habit. Change what your inner voice is. Combat those negative thoughts. And it's hard. Saying affirmations isn't just going to fix it. You have to really start saying it until you believe it. Just like some of y'all delusional over that person you dating, trying to make them out to be a good person, or delusional over this friendship that you have, trying to make it seem like it's a healthy friendship or that it's working. Say those affirmations because you don't believe it at first until you believe it. There are some people, and I forget who I was talking to. One of my friends, I don't know if it was Jazz or Connie, somebody, one of my friends was like, people be lying so much that they start to believe that fucking lie. Like, who was I talking to? You carry on a lie for so long that you start to believe it. Do the same thing with your affirmations and your positive self-talk. If you can really start to learn to believe that you're a loser, that you, are inconsistent, like that's just who you are. We start to make negative things about us that are natural, that we can change into our DNA, into our identity. I identify as a procrastinator. Like I said, I think it was in my last episode, or where I mentioned all these new labels. We love a label. I'm a procrastinator. I'm I don't know, avoidant attachment style. I am come on now. We love a label. How's about just be a good human? Just be a human in the way in which it feels most comfortable to you. Okay, then you won't have to worry about negative self-talk because you really love and believe in what you've made for yourself. Okay. And so this is going to be a really short episode. I'm going to end us there because I don't have a whole lot on my spirit, but I want y'all to know and understand that your thoughts become your actions become your habits. So if you're saying, I just can't, for whatever reason, I don't know how y'all do, or you're naming all the things that you feel like you can't do, that has become a habit. That word can't. That negative trait that you've adopted has become a part of your identity because you made it a habit to think that way about yourself. Change the narrative and be patient. Wake up every day and say something good about yourself. Literally, when I open my eyes before I get out of my bed, in my mind, I say, you got this. This is going to be a good day. Is every day a good day? No, but that's how I start to train my mind. Do what feels good to say no to what doesn't. Consider your feelings, your thoughts before you consider anybody else's. I don't care if it's with your family, with your friends of a long time. We sometimes equate the length of a friendship with the depth of it. You know, sometimes it doesn't serve you. Sometimes your own family doesn't serve who you're becoming. Okay. I'm a strong advocate for showing up for when you need to show up, but not involving yourself. Cause I'ma love you. I'ma love you deep from over here, and I'ma show up for all your special moments. But if you cause chaos and I constantly see that you're stressed out, that you're drama, that you're every time I have an interaction with you casually, I leave feeling depleted in some way. I'ma love you from over here and show up temporarily, not temporarily, but show up for a fixed amount of time when it's necessary. And then stop telling yourself that you're a bad friend or a bad daughter or a bad family member because you've chosen yourself. No. Change the narrative. I chose my battles instead of theirs. Okay? You are amazing. You are brilliant. You are talented. You are necessary. I'm glad you're here. And I hope that I hear from you, because you're going to leave me a comment or share this with someone who you care about. And I love y'all so much. I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.